This is Volleyball DNA.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of In the Lab here on Volleyball DNA. I'm Anton Rojas, and today we have one of the most promising players here in the Philippine women's volleyball landscape who really made a huge name for herself in the AVC for Team Rebisco in Thailand. We have Kamille Cal of the NU Lady Bulldogs. Yes, she's staying with NU for college. Just want to get that straight. So Kamille, welcome to Volleyball DNA at maraming salamat sa oras.
Hello po. Thank you so much for having me here.
Alam nyo guys, it's the first time I'm actually meeting Kamille now kasi di ko na siya naabutan eh. Masyado na kasi siyang bagets eh. Naabutan ko na lang sina Faith, sina Aimee, sa UAAP. So it's nice to meet you for the first time, Kamille. And you really did a good job, ah. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's also nice meeting you po.
Oo nga eh. I'm pretty sure na it's super fun to cover your games, especially me watching you sa AVC. It's super rare kasi for anybody na how old are you ba? Like
I'm
right now?
20 years old po.
20 years old. Okay, it's super rare for somebody who's so young like yourself, 20 years old, tapos first ever national team stint. And it's not like a youth national team stint ha, kasi kasama niyo si Coach Jorge, tapos yung mga veterans, tapos nag-start ka pa sa lahat ng games. So, like, did you expect that would happen for you at your young age, 20 years old?
Honestly, no. Wala talaga akong, wala akong alam. I mean, hindi naman sa walang alam, pero alam mo yun, hindi ko talaga in-expect na dadating ako sa point na ganito, na 20 years old, I'll be representing the country, and without any experience in a collegiate league, wala pa akong UAAP, tapos maglalaro na ako for the Philippines. Sobrang na-surprise ako talaga. Ibang klase yung pagkabigla ko na parang, ha? Pool ako? Nasa pool ako? Tama ba yun? Wait, baka nagkakamali kayo, guys. Pakiulit. So yun, na-surprise talaga ako. Hindi ko in-expect.
And not just in the pool, ha? Yun nga, starting 6 ka. So,
yeah.
Grabe talaga. I want to ask you later on about how you felt playing in those matches in Thailand. Pero another thing I noticed sa'yo, kasi syempre, I've never met you. So I wanted to see, what Kamille Cal is all about. So nakita ko yung Instagram mo, you have more than 100K followers. And to me, grabe, that's mind-blowing considering na hindi ka pa naglalaro sa UAAP in college. Kasi dun talaga pumuputok yung popularity ng player once the player reaches the collegiate division. I'm just curious, when did this start? When did your followers shoot up?
Nag-start lang siya nung bubble. Sobrang grabe yung pag-increase ng followers ko. I started, before mag-bubble, I started with just 10K, ganun lang. Tapos bigla, umaangat na siya bigla ng 20, 30, then 60, 80. Then ngayon, nagulat ako, naging 100K. So parang, okay, wow, thank you everyone. I'm being recognized. That's nice.
Alam mo, naalala ko, kasi, did you watch Squid Game? Yung super sikat na, diba, there was this actress, parang kinikwento niya, na yung bad girl, yung namatay sa, parang she hugged the bad guy and then nahulog sila. Remember that scene? So siya daw, before Squid Game, yung followers lang niya sa Instagram was 400 plus. And then after Squid Game, more than 2 million na.
Wow. Grabe yan.
Grabe. So what were you doing ba in the bubble? Bakit biglang na-notice ka ng mga tao, ng mga netizens?
Hindi ko din talaga alam paano nangyari yun. I was pretty close with Chang kasi that's what happened. And, nag-story ako with Chang, tapos siya story niya, feature niya, stories niya. Tapos sobrang naging close kami. And ayun din, na lumalabas sa mga article na andun yung pangalan ko, ganyan.
Mm.
So maybe because of that, ganon.
Yeah,
So,
I actually saw yung isang vlog ni Chang na naka-feature ka tapos tinatanggal mo yung mga hair clip ni Chang. Eh, ang dami nun, di ba? Ang kulit.
ang dami niyang hair clips, grabe. Ang sipag niya magkabit kasi even sa training, meron siyang hair clips. So, ang saya. Sabi ko, Chang, mag-ano nga tayo, video tayo. Kasi gusto ko matry na tanggalin yung mga pinakasikat mong hair clip na hindi man lang mahawak-hawakan na yung pinapangarap nun, diba?
Okay. Hindi ko natatanungin, hindi ko na i-confirm kung ano yung amoy ng hair clip ha. Basta panoorin nyo na lang yung vlog ni Chang. Ayan. So si Chang is, we know Chang Abby of as a YouTube, who's super popular in YouTube. She's been doing it for quite some time, yung mga vlog-alag niya. Pero si Kamille also has her YouTube. Nakita ko may mga ano ka pa eh, may mga cover ka pa eh. Yeah.
Yeah, before.
Yeah, like I listened to your cover of Kung Wala Ka. Yeah, pretty good. So ayan guys, you're getting an idea of the kind of person Kamille is. Very young, but she can kaya na makihalo sa mga katulad ni Chang Abby, and very talented as well. She can sing. So I wanna ask though, where did you get this personality? Kasi normally pag bata, mahiyain eh. Pero ikaw, you seem to be so easygoing, chill lang, relaxed vibe. How did you develop your personality?
Siguro kasi hindi naman na din bago sa akin yung mga camera na ganyan. Since ako, nagva-vlog din ako and I do short covers. But that was before. And since my sister, the same time, is kilala siya sa industry niya of singing. Hindi na rin bago sa akin na may nag-picture, may mga camera tumatapat. Though hindi man siya televised. Pero I think dun ko din ako yung confidence ko na nakikilala ako ng mga tao, ganyan. Tapos, yun, dun din sa pag-vlog ko, na-start ko maging genuine lang din. And gano'n lang din talaga kasi akong tao. I like being genuine. Kasi ayoko ng mga scripted masyado na moments. So, yan.
Wait, your sister is a singer?
Yes.
What's her name?
Kamille Cal.
Okay, shout out to her. I noticed also on your YouTube, your name is Kamille Cal? Kamille
Cal,
am I saying that right? So is that your nickname at home?
Yeah, it's my nickname at home. And yun din yung tawag nila sa akin, ng mga teammates ko, mga friends ko, Kamoy, ganyan. And yun dun din nila ako nakilala sa ibang, ko. Basta yun, din tinatawag nila sa akin, mga tao sa Instagram.
Kamille Cal. But your Instagram, 7 naman yung pangalan mo doon.
Yeah.
Why 7? Jersey number?
Yeah, jersey number ko siya nung high school ako.
Okay, why do you wear 7?
Actually, wala lang talaga akong choice. Bigla lang naging 7 yung number ko. Dapat kasi, gusto ko talaga number is 8. Kaso naging 7, hindi ko na rin pinabago. And so yun, natutunan ko na rin mahalin yung number na yun kasi ang dami ko din talagang pinagdaanan nung high school ako. At lalo na nung naging senior ako, ang daming ganap sa pagiging senior. And yun yung history na ginawa namin sa high school. Sobrang saya. So I cherished that number. Kept it with me.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about that history that you did as a part of the NU girls team in high school later on. But I want to start from the beginning. Kamille, kasi when you Google Kamille Cal, the stuff that comes out are usually like yung mga singing, yung mga vlog, but like there's not a lot about your life, like where you're from, how did you get into volleyball, like a profile. So I want to get to know you more in terms of your background, your volleyball journey. Like where are you from? Tapos paano ka nahilig sa volleyball? How did your volleyball journey start?
I'm from Davao City talaga.
Ooh,
I'm from Davao City. And
then
Faith
is also from Davao, right?
Yes, she's from Davao.
Yeah. Okay.
So nag-start yung volleyball journey ko. Ano lang yan eh. Varsity lang. Nung grade 3 ako. Kasi I don't really play volleyball. Parang mahilig lang talaga ako sa bola. So I play every sport na nandyan. Ganun. And bigla lang may lumapit sa akin na coach. Sabi niya, uy, sayang yung tangkad mo. Mag-ano ka. maglista ka ng pangalan mo sa volleyball.
Mm.
Club lang kasi yung mga dati, 'di ba? So, ayun, sabi ko, okay, sige. Nilista ko pangalan ko. Hindi ko alam, varsity na pala ako. Yung mga grade 3 ako. Di yun, nag-start na ako mag-volleyball. So, parang, ang saya naman ito. Lumalabas-labas kami ng school para maglaro, ganyan.
Okay.
Tapos, yun, dumating ako ng, dumating na ako ng NU, ganyan.
So, parang it wasn't like volleyball, like you were trying a lot of sports and then it just so happened that somebody said, uy, matangkad ka, baka may potential ka, try out volleyball.
Yeah, ganun lang siya.
Okay. What school was
Kasi
this?
basketball talaga nilalaro ko. Davao Christian.
Davao Christian. Okay.
Davao Christian High School.
All right. Did you hear about Faith already during that time as like one of the top players from Davao? Hindi.
No.
Okay. So, curious ako, basketball, what position did you play nung nagba-basketball ka?
Wala, hindi ako varsity nun. Gusto ko lang maglaro basketball.
Okay.
Kasi yung
Volleyball
daddy ko
naman.
basketball player.
I see your dad basketball. Yung mom mo naman, is she also into sports?
No, actually, siya yung parang ayaw ako na mag-sports. Gusto niya mag-aral lang ako na mag-aral.
Okay.
Ganun si mama.
And then ilan pala kayong magkapatid?
Apat.
And you are the
bunso.
Bunso. Okay.
I'm the youngest.
Okay. Are you the only athlete?
Hindi. Yung ate ko, basketball din siya nung high school. Okay. Pati yung kuya ko, basketball ng college, but they both stopped. Tapos yung pangatlo, wala siyang sport.
Okay. Oh, I want to ask though about the Cal last name. Kasi it's only now that I encountered yung apelidong Cal. Marami bang Cal sa... Like, may lahi ka ba? Like, kasi parang kakaiba yung last name na Cal, di ba?
Yeah.
So, what's the origin of the Cal family name?
Hindi ko din talaga alam. sinasabi ko lang, Chinese ka ba? Oo, tapos onting Spanish. Pero hindi ko talaga alam. Kasi 3 letter, lang yung apelido ko eh. Hindi ko naman alam saan nanggaling. Hindi din masagot ng tatay ko. Sabi ko, Chinese ba tayo? Hindi ko din alam. Baka siguro.
Pero talaga, from Davao. So born in Davao.
Yes.
Born and raised in Davao. All right.
Born in Mandaluyong City. Raised in Davao.
Okay.
Yes.
Why is that? Kasi parang work, your parents were working in Mandaluyong, gano'n?
Yeah, my parents were working here sa Manila before, and then sila kasi taga Davao talaga sila originally. Then they transferred here sa Manila. Tapos nung ako na last ng anak, nag-decide sila na iuwi na kami sa Davao because they want yung environment ng Davao for us.
Okay. All right. Okay. It was probably a challenge kasi sabi mo, you were raised in Davao. It was probably a challenge. I don't know, maybe kasi iba ka eh. When you were asked na pumunta sa Manila, go away from your family so you could play volleyball at NU. How were you recruited? Ano naman yung kwento doon? Paano ka na-discover?
Nag-start yon yung mga regionals. Teammate ko kasi yung kapatid ni Faith sa Davao.
Okay.
Tapos, so yung mom ni Ate Faith, nirecommend niya ako sa NU. Tapos pinapunta ako nung March. I forgot what year that is. Yeah, si Tita Sheila. So pinapunta ako, then nag-try out, ganyan. So yun, they wanted me to be a part of their team. So yun, ganun.
Galing. So, si Tita talaga, siya pala yung naging bridge for you.
Yes.
What about from NU? Like, did you know that they were a strong, or were they strong na ba nung una kang recruit? Malakas na ba sila sa UAAP Girls or hindi pa?
Nung pagdating ko, yun yung first championship nila.
Okay.
Yeah. Yun yung unang champion crown ng NU.
Okay. So, sino-sino kayo doon sa team?
Kasama ko sila Rica Jolan.
Rica
I don't know
Jolan.
if narinig mo siya.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sobrang galing na sa si Erika Jolan, si Ate Jasmine Nabor, si Nicole Ann Magsarile, Joymi Cagande was also there, Jennifer Nierva, sino pa ba yun? Christine, I forgot. Diba, nakalimutan ko yung apelido niya. Basta si Ate Christine.
Pero grabe si Jasmine, naabutan mo pa sa NU Girls?
Opo. Tsaka si Daryl Rakarakin.
Okay. Kapatid ni Chaska. Grabe.
Opo.
Grabe. So, anong grade mo noon nung pumunta ka sa NU Girls?
Grade 7.
So, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 6 years? 6 years sa UAAP Girls? My God.
Yes.
Grabe. Kaya pala ready ka na maglaro sa national team. Okay, so how many championships did you win in those 6 years? 5. Okay. What was your best memory? And for you, like who are some of your favorite teammates from NU High School?
Some of my favorite teammates sa NU High School is of course yung batchmates ko, which is sila Erin, Sheena, Turing, yan, sila Maria Maderazo, Alexis Solomon, Belen, ganyan. And sa seniors ko, Ate Joymi, Ate Roma Doromal, Ate Jen, and Ivy.
Okay. Who's like the most intense sa kanila?
Yeah. Ang intense up until now ay si Ate Jen. Parang talagang pagtingin mo pa lang sa mata niya, parang gusto mong manginig-nginig. Ate Jen, tama ba itong ginagawa?
Hindi, alam mo, like, because we interviewed Jen also here, and I can see some similarities between kayong dalawa, kasi parang ang babata nyo, pero like you're very articulate, like you're very intelligent, you can express yourself, hindi kayo yung parang nahihiya na isang tanong, isang sagot. Parang kumbaga you guys were raised well sa NU. I can say that. That's my impression of you guys.
Kasi yung kasi parang naging system din ng team namin before, how Coach Babes raised us. Very, we have to like mature up ganon sa sistema na binubuo namin, sa culture na binubuo namin sa high school team that time. Yeah. So everyone were forced to really think every day, think, ganyan. Yeah. But it wasn't a bad thing. Sobrang na-appreciate namin kasi ang daming na ituro ni Coach Babes sa akin, most especially when it comes to life itself, hindi lang sa volleyball.
And Coach Babes is very big on communication and
yes.
Madetalye si Coach Babes eh.
Sobra meticuloso.
Oo, grabe si Coach Babes eh. When I talk to him, talagang may process talaga eh. Tapos kinikwento pa niya sa akin yung mga naging trabaho niya and how he applies it as a coach. Okay. So obviously, 'di ba, you guys were very successful as a group sa NU, pero some players left to go to other schools in the UAAP, like Faith went to Ateneo. So for you, did you ever consider going to a different school for college?
Senior na ako sa high school, nagplan kami ng batchmates ko na mag-try out sa lahat ng UAAP schools and see kung ano yung feeling, and baka may magustuhan kami, ganyan, just to see the different side of volleyball sa ibang team, ano kaya yung feeling. But then nag-pandemic, so we didn't get the chance to do those, and yun, dire-diretso na kami sa college.
Pero you know what? That was a good plan kasi syempre you never know eh. Tsaka you're only gonna go through that once in your life, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So pero yun nga, nag-pandemic, so maybe it's meant to be.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean it opened another door. Nakapaglaro ka sa national team.
It is.
But now, Kamille, now that we're talking about it growing up, or siguro nung nasa UAAP Girls ka, ano yung mga schools in college na pinapanood mo na you super enjoyed watching? And like, were there some players that you followed in the UAP in the collegiate level?
Ah, ako wala kasi hindi talaga ako fan talaga ng volleyball before. Hindi ako masyadong nanonood. Kumbaga, manonood lang ako kapag sobrang thrilling nung game, ganyan. Gusto ko lang talaga is maglaro ng volleyball. Ganyan lang ako. Parang bata lang na parang I enjoy this, so I do this, ganyan. And, pero before naman, nung nanonood ako, parang napaisip ako na parang, ay, gusto ko tong Lasal. Ganyan, gusto ko tong Lasal. Tapos kapag naglalaro sila with Ateneo, parang, uy, ang saya nito, gano'n. So, yun, ganun lang.
So Lasal, ah? Kamille Cal and Green. Okay. They just imagine that. It's funny that you mentioned Lasal, ha? Kasi ito, I'm gonna go ahead with this since you brought it up na. Kasi si Iris Tolenada, she was also here on the show, and then I was asking her, oh, how were the tryouts, ganyan? Who impressed you? Tapos sabi niya, Cal impressed me. Cal. She reminds me about Kim Fajardo. Ganyan. Oh.
Natatawa pa paano may deliver sobrang attractive.
Diba ganun si Iris, diba?
Yes.
Cal, the young ones are motivating me. Gaganon siya.
Yeah.
Kasi dami niya mga bagets doon, di ba? So, and then in a recent episode, we had Jem Ferrer naman. Tas we asked Jem na, do you agree with Iris's assessment na parang Kim Fajardo nga? Tapos nag-agree si Jem. Sabi pa nga niya, parang kahawig, ganyan. So for you, was Kim Fajardo a player that you were watching before? Or na-meet mo na ba siya? Does she give advice to you on how to be a good setter?
Hindi. Actually, never ko siyang na-meet. Na-meet ko siya sa bubble training sa Valentino, and hindi pa kami nagkausap. Nag-hi, hello lang. Hi ate, ganyan. Hi, hello, ganun. Yun lang pag-usap namin. Pero for me, I never looked up on anyone sa setting. Kasi hindi nga ako mahilig maglaro, and wala din naman ako alam sa pagiging setter talaga. Kasi spiker ako eh. Kinonvert lang ako ng setter ng grade 11 ako.
Oh, okay. That's another interesting tidbit about you. So, yung unang position mo is wing spiker?
Yes, opposite ako.
Opposite. Okay, opposite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sobrang, wala talagang alam.
So, wala ka talagang like a setter that you pattern your game after?
Wala.
Grabe.
Ang ginawa ko lang nun is, siyempre, yung mga ate ko, sila Ate Johnny, and yung mga tinuturo sa akin ng coach ko, kung ano lang yung mga nakikita ko, at tinuturo sa akin, yun lang ina-apply ko, tinatrabaho ko. Pero at that time, nung grade 11, grade 12 ako, we were focusing on, simple lang, paano ibato, ganyan, paano hindi mag-double, ganyan. Mga ganong tipo lang. Sobrang basic.
So ayan, that's how Kamille Cal's game was developed, like not really patterning her game on somebody else's game, but rather just focusing on the basics and building her own. Galing.
Yes. But what naman kasi din ang pinaka nagustuhan ko ding sinabi ng coach ko before when I was training as a setter. Sabi niya, you're not Kim Fajardo, you're not Gia Morado, you're not anyone. You are Kamille Cal. And ikaw, natatanging Kamille Cal. And you should always be the first Kamille Cal. Ganon yung sabi niya sa akin. For which really brightened up my mind na parang, uy, tama yan, ganda ng idea mo. Ayos yun na, gusto ko yan. Let's do that.
Who coaches that? Was that Coach Babes?
No, that was Coach Reg.
Coach Regine?
Yes.
Okay. Ang galing, because I got a flashback kasi before I remember interviewing Gia Morado, and this was after they won the championship for Ateneo. Tapos tinanong ko si Gia, were you pressured that you were taking over the spot of Jem Ferrer, who was a 3-time best setter? Tapos I remember Gia saying something like, yeah, I mean, it was great to succeed Jem Ferrer, but I have my own playing style, and I'm just trying to parang similar to what you said. Parang you're different. You're different and you have your own game. And you want to own that. Yeah. So, I mean, we know what happened to the career of Gia Morado, and then, now you're saying something similar. So, it might be a good sign. Oh, eto pag-usapan na natin yung AVC. So, we've been talking about it like at the start, you started every match. How did you feel na you were there and the build up from the bubble, the followers going up, and now it's time to show what you can do on the court. The pressure ka ba or alam mo yun, parang eto na it's time to show your potential. Kamusta naman yung experience?
The experience was amazing. Sobrang amazing. Ang ganito pa yung nangyari. Parang una, okay, first 6 ako. Parang, first 6 ako, ayos to. Parang, galing, okay, laro tayo. Ganyan.
Ayos to
Ayos to, first 6 ako Parang good job. Pero since then, to sobrang parang, wait nga, parang di ako nilalabas. Ako naglalaro, wait lang, third set. Hindi pa ako nilalabas. Tama ba to?
Si Ate Ray,
nagulat ako.
Si Ate Ray yung ano mo, di ba? Fellow setter mo on the team, right?
Yeah, papalitan ko. So, parang, wait lang. Ako lang to nasa loob. Kinakabahan ako nung hindi naman ako kinabahan. In fairness naman, never ako kinabahan sa lahat ng games. Nagulat lang ako. Tapos medyo na-windang ako sa loob ng corner. Parang, parang hindi ako nilalabas. Tama ba to? Dati kasi hindi ako sanay na ako yung first 6 na ako yung tatapos ng laro. Kasi when I was in high school, hindi din naman ako first 6 eh.
Yeah.
Nung setter ako.
Who was the first 6 na setter in high school? Si Joy.
When I was in high school, ang first 6 is yung senior ko si Ate Joymi. After Ate Joymi, ang naging first 6 was Kamille Cal, who was younger than me. Lower batch. Siya yung first 6. Tapos nun, eto ngayon, nasa NT ako, first 6 ako. So, sobrang saya, na sobrang iba yung pressure. But at the same time, I have to compose sa loob na parang, okay, kalma ka lang, magaling ka din, tandaan mo yan. Kailangan ganun. Kailangan medyo inuuto mo yung sarili mo at the same time.
Wait.
And everything follows.
You mean to tell me that during the build-up to the AVC, sa mga practices nyo, were you in the first 6 and were you playing that long? Or it was just during the actual AVC na ganun yung nangyari na teka, hindi pa ako lalabas?
Nung mga training naman kasi, hindi kami makabuo ng animan. Hindi kami makabuo.
Okay.
Nagkaroon lang ng animan nung nasa Jet Hotel.
Okay.
Nung meron ng Chocomucho team. And 2 days before we leave 2 days before we go back to Manila for Thailand.
Okay.
Doon lang kami nag-tune up. Tapos second, yan, first 6 ako. Tapos nun, nilalabas-labas ako. Pasok sa Aterea, labas ako. Pasok ulit ako, ganun. Salitan kami. Tapos nung AVC, ayun na, nagkagulatan. Surprise! Sabi niya parang, surprise. Although sinabihan ako ni Coach George, sabi niya sa akin, I will use you a lot. So, ang alam ko lang is, ipapasok niya ako ng ipapasok. Hindi niya naman sinabi na hindi niya ako ilalabas. Ganon. So, yun, surprise.
Wait, Kamille, you just called him Coach George. Sorry kasi we've had a discussion siguro past couple of episodes na ano ba talaga, Jorge or George? So we came to the conclusion with Tin Tiamzon that it's Jorge. Now you said George. So ano ba talaga?
Actually, tinanong ko siya.
Oo. Yan. Guys, ito na.
To make things clear sa lahat, tinanong ko si Coach George kung ano dapat ang itawag ko sa kanya. Is it George or Jorge? Kasi sa training bubble din, ang tawag ko sa kanya is Coach Jorge kasi nga may Coach George Pasco kami. So we call him Jorge kasi I think it's in Portuguese na tatawag siyang Jorge, ganyan. But it's actually just George. Pero sabi niya, maraming paraan ng iba't ibang tao kung paano siya tawagin. So kahit ano na lang. Pero it's better if George. But then, pag sinatawag namin Coach George, dalawa yung lumilingon. So Jorge, tas Coach George.
Okay. Gets. Pero, yeah, dapat talagang Jorge. Kasi
Jorge.
nandun si Coach George Pascua.
Yeah,
It's just really confusing It's just really
it
confusing.
is.
Okay. So anyway, what are the most important lessons you learned from Coach J? Yun, that's another si Tin Tiamzon daw, Coach J din. So what are some of the most important lessons you learned from him? Kasi 'di ba? I mean, bihira na, to be under a guy like that who was a two-time Olympian, tapos ang laki ng tiwala na binigay niya sa'yo. So what were some of the most important lessons na na-pick up mo sa kanya na you can use in the UAAP?
Aside from technical and sa skill, ang gusto kong sinabi niya sa akin is don't be afraid to do what you want to do inside the court. If it's effective, do it again. But if it's not effective, I'm here on the side and I'll tell you what to do. I'll help you out. Sabi niya ganun. Which is really nice sa confidence ng player kung sino man yung naglalaro, diba? Pag sinabihan ka ng ganun, do not be afraid. Parang, sige, gagawin ko lang to, ganyan. And sa skills naman, yun, same lang kung ano yung mga tinuturo din sa akin sa kung ano yung mga dapat kong gawin. Sa technical naman, sa kanya, sobrang nakafocus siya sa diskarte, syempre. Na dapat sisilipin ko yung blockers, ganyan. Kasi before, nung high school ako, ang training ko ay silipin mo yung spiker mo kung ready. Ngayon, may nadadagdag ng bago na, silipin mo naman yung block mo. Ganyan. So, naduling-duling ako sa training. Hindi ko alam gagawin ko. Sabi ko, yung mata ko kailangan sobrang bilis. Tapos, at the same time, I have to make a decision in a span of a second. Okay na ako ito bibigay. Ganyan. So, ang hirap maging setter.
But I really feel like ang dami mong na-pick up and then I can see that you really imbibe the words of Coach George, but feeling ko ganun din yung tone and way ng delivery ni Coach
Yeah.
Okay, I wrote some notes about some of your games. So ito, you played against Kazakhstan, tapos yung Supreme Chonburi, sina Plumjit, you played against Iran, and a lot of different things happened in these matches. Like nung first match, si Belen naka 13 points. So, I mean, a lot of people also, started gravitating towards her because of that match na naka 13 points siya. Like, kayong dalawa, I mean, teammates in high school, first time on the national team, nag-usap ba kayo na, uy, naka 13 points ka?
Never kung tinanong yung teammates ko kung ilan yung points na nagawa nila. Kasi hindi ako doon nakafocus kung ilan yung points na magagawa nila. Ang strategy kasi namin ni Coach Jorge that time is kapag nandun yung setter sa harap, sa open mo ibigay, sa open mo ibato, tapos yung open na bahala, palusutin sa setter. Basta i-maximize mo yung opportunity na yun. So yun, ang dami niyang palo. Ganun kasi. Yeah, and yun din kasi, nung mga time din na yun, ano ba nangyari? Ang bilis ng palitan talaga ng bola na parang kailangan, Bell, thank you, Bell. Ganon. Bell, thank you, Bell. Ate Faith, thank you, Ate Faith. Ganon. Sobrang intense na yung feeling na parang minsan hindi mo kaya makapag-isip agad na yung safety mo is open, ganyan. For me lang naman yun.
I like how you gave a breakdown of the reasoning of how siya puntos ng ganon. Hindi kasi 'di ba like if you're just a fan, Cal was just tossing the ball to her a lot. Pero there's a reason why it was happening. 'Di ba? So grabe. 20 years old, sobrang talino. Okay, I want to talk about the first two matches kasi hindi naglaro sina Ate Dindin and Abby masyado, 'di ba? It was in the third match na yun na, si Dindin naka 17 points.
Yes.
How was the transition for you na in the first two matches, puro kayo bagets na nandun, and then all of a sudden, pinagsama na, ayan yung mga veterano, sina Abby, sina Dindin. How was the transition for you na, I mean, ikaw yung setter, and then all of a sudden, ayan na, pinasok na yung mga big names.
Veterans.
Yeah.
Wala. For me kasi, pag nasa loob tayo ng court, lahat tayo pantay-pantay. Ganon. And whatever you can contribute to the team, yun. Kumbaga, hindi ko naisipin kung si Abby Maranyo ka o si Dindin Santiago ka. Basta, ang goal is to work together and to contribute for the team. And just give it our best for the team. Ganon. Hindi ko naisip na parang, ayun, laki nitong kasama ko. Ang inisip ko lang, okay, ito, veteran na to, mama-maximize ko to, ganyan. Kumaga, just porsyento, ganon. Kung ano yung mga kaya nilang gawin, inisip ko lang. And then, applied it to the game. Maximize them.
Are you also one of the people who idolizes Nutsara? Or
Yes.
So were you disappointed na hindi siya naglaro?
Yeah, hindi actually okay lang. Hindi ko din masyado naisip yun eh. Kasi nung mga panahong nasa ABC ako, ang sakit lang ng ulo ko kakaisip, okay, what's next? Okay, ito, paano bang dapat ko pang i-apply? Ano bang dapat kong gawin? Pag nasa loob si ganito, ganyan, ano bang mas okay na gawin? Ano yung mga na-miss ko last game na dapat kong gawin ngayong game na to? Just focusing on improvement and progress all the time, ganon. So, ninanamdam ko lang yung chance na nandun ako sa liga na yun.
Galing. All right. It was weird for me to watch that Chocomucho Rebisco match kasi Philippines versus Philippines. Tapos the fans here were dying for a Philippines win. So what was that like for you? Na, it was Philippines versus Philippines, and what was it like playing against Dina Wong on the other side?
I think wala. Actually, hindi din talaga ako nakafocus doon. I just know na parang okay, ito Philippines, kailangan labanan din natin to kasi alam mo 'yun. Wala, actually nag-focus lang talaga ako sa team ko. I don't like focusing on the opponent kasi anong gagawin ko sa gagawin nila, 'di ba? Ang importante ko ano yung ginagawa namin dito sa team and how we answer all the situations that they give us. Yun yung mahalaga na ma-convert namin yung mga bola na binibigay nila, ganun. Pero at some point, sometimes naman kapag naman nagiging successful yung mga drop balls ko, there's this instance na nag-drop ball ako, hindi nakuha ni Ate Dina. And sakto si Ate Dina yung nasa likod. Sabi ko, grabe na, drop ballan ko, di naman. Shit! OMG!
Guys, please tag us on that video. Okay? To the fans, please tag us on that video. So, was that like your, one of your favorite in-game moments in the ABC na drop ballan si Dina Wong?
Yeah. Noong kalaban yung Philippines, syempre. Tapos nakita ko yung replay na parang wow!
Oo nga. There was a big screen there, no? Kasi nakikita ko kayo minsan parang alam niyo yung kung saan yung camera tapos nagsasmile kayo sa camera.
Yeah. Yan. Si Belen pala yun. Hi, Bel.
Magkasama kayo?
Yes, magkasama kami ni Bel. Thank you, Bel.
Si Denden naman ang mag-i-interview sa kanya sa next.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Kasi si Denden sobrang bilib kay Belen eh. Nag-tweet pa siya eh.
Oo, magaling si Bel. Sobra. Amazed ako sa kaya niyang gawin. Ibang klase. High school pa lang. Parang, perfect. Nice one, D. New look si Bel. Si Miss Fresh, everyone. Hi.
New look. So, debut yan ng mas short hair niya.
Yeah.
Ayan, guys.
Interview.
Abangan nyo. Dandan is gonna interview Micaela Belen in the next on the next episode. Okay, so we're almost done with our kwentuhan. I just want to ask this to you, Kamille, since we're looking forward to the future. UAAP season 84 with the NU Lady Bulldogs. Kasama si Belle sa team, right? Okay.
Yes.
Will we see an NU Lady Bulldogs UAAP championship in the near future?
You will.
Oh, oh, okay. You heard it here first. You heard it
You
here first,
will.
guys.
Yes.
You heard it here first. That's the confidence that these ladies, these young ladies, are carrying from the girls division to the collegiate division. Okay.
Yes.
For my last question, this is super. I mean, I know this is super early, but syempre mga volleyball fans, every time we see volleyball on the TV, we get excited. Tapos sobrang excite every day when the PVL was happening. Ikaw ba? I know it's gonna take some time bago ka maglaro sa PVL, but like, do you have a favorite PVL team? And minsan naisip mo ba na kung kasama ka sa team na to, maybe you could like be a vital cog on that squad. And so what team would that be?
Manager, kung nanonood ka man, palagpasin mo na yung manager ko. Ako naman, I'd like to, for nung previous na PVL, sobrang natuwa ako sa Cherry. And if may pupuntahan man ang PVL team, I'd like to be under Coach Aaron, or if not, Coach Ramil.
That's right, because Coach Aaron was with Coach Babes sa NU, right?
Yes, before. We
Yun.
love him so much, Coach Aaron. Sobrang miss na namin siya.
Yeah, Coach Aaron naman is a little bit more laid back. Well, actually a lot more laid back compared to Coach Babes.
Yes. Siya yung parang bumabalanse ng vibe every time na sobrang intense ng isa. Okay, kalma tayo.
But the other one is Coach Ramil, ha?
Oo nga, parang kinakabahan ako sa sagot ko.
I'll take that. I'll take that answer. I'll take that answer. So either if you had a chance to play for any coach, so either Coach Aaron for Cherry Tigo and Coach Ramil for F2. Wow, very 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 interesting. All right, Kamille, any message to the fans who were there from the 10,000 IG followers to the 100,000 IG followers? Can you give a shout out to them right now?
Ayan, sa mga IG followers ko na sobrang talagang pinalago niyo yung followers ko sa IG. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng suporta niyo. All the love, and I appreciate every one of you. And for those who are sending me message requests, nababasa ko yung mga messages niyo, and sobrang na-appreciate ko yon, especially at times na nasa ABC ako, and everything's been really tight, so much pressure on me. You guys really helped me na, alam mo, i-push pa ng onti yung confidence ko and yung tiwala sa sarili ko, and also to my family who's really loving and supportive, and to all the friends. Yeah. Sobrang maraming salamat, at mahal na mahal ko kayo, and I promise I won't let you down in the next leagues and next more years to come sa paglalaro ko ng volleyball. Ayan, sana makasama ko pa rin kayo sa journey ko ng pag-grow sa volleyball.
And hopefully after Instagram, YouTube naman. You don't have a Twitter. Yeah. You don't have a Twitter, right?
I do have.
You do have a Twitter. Private
yeah.
lang. Okay. And that's very smart. That's very smart because Twitter be toxic sometimes.
Yeah, so and naka-delete talaga yung Twitter ko sa akin, and really download ko lang siya, install ko lang siya pag may chismis or kapag may kailangan akong i-check ganyan. But I don't really use my Twitter na. Yeah, it's really toxic, actually.
Yeah, it's okay. It's really just good, for news, the good news.
The good news.
The good news. So anyway, thank you so much, Kamille, for the time. We got to know you a little bit, your volleyball journey, and ang masasabi ko lang, it's only the beginning for you. Sky's the limit. I wish you all the best, and I'm looking forward to seeing you play in the UAAP and in the future in the PVL, and more games in the national team as well.
Yes, thank you po sobra for having me, and it was really fun conversing with you. Sobrang natawa ko, and at least I got to share my journey, and sana marami din ako ma-inspire manonood. Yeah.
That's for sure. So guys, we had Kamille Cal in the lab. Do check her out in the UAAP, and of course in the national team in the future with Team Rebisco. That wraps up today's experiment. We'll see you all again next time on Volleyball DNA.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for watching Volleyball DNA. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to get notified for future episodes and interview highlights.
And while you're at it, head over to our Facebook page by clicking on the link in the description.